Welcome to Got a Game for You, the podcast where we, myself, Shelby, and Lina tell you about the games that you have got to play.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Beautiful. When you started, I thought she was about to pray. Something happened with your hand over there. And I thought you were praying.
You do. You're very like
Grand
up,
gestures.
down,
Side, side.
You do this every time, and I want to high five you every single time.
It is my hosting tell because it helps me process. Sometimes we're like the script a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, we're all seasoned gamers who still check in on our Nintendogs from time to time.
More
do?
or less. Yeah.
You don't?
How about your Neopets?
Ooh.
Starving, I bet. Not mine.
I just gave them an omelet the other day.
No,
what are you
no.
talking about?
There's too much guilt. There's too much guilt happening right now. Okay? And
Where are your
this episode is
Nintendogs?
about not guilting each other. A little tease for later.
I can't. Okay.
I had an Alani before this.
Cut her off. Cut her off.
Hi, I'm Shelby, also known as Shubble Online. I've been content creating for 15 years and gaming for even longer.
Ooh.
I play cozy games, story-driven games, scary games, and Minecraft.
And I'm Lina. I currently work in the games industry, but started off in the content creation world. I pointed over here. I used to work.
You pointed
for
at
this one.
Chewy, actually.
Actually, I used to work for Chewy.
He's the man behind
for
the
a
camera.
decade.
Yeah.
I also stream and play all types of games, from the shooties to the cries. I reuse that line because I like that line a lot.
To the
and I think-
scaries, too.
and to the scaries, to the all the things.
Spookies.
To the window.
And cut off.
And I'm Megan, also known as Strawberry17, your friendly Christian Minecrafter. I'm just
It's your
kidding.
favorite Christian podcast.
She prayed at the beginning, so this is true.
yeah.
I've been a content creator for 18 years, and I do everything from geek lifestyle to gaming to nerdy sourdough now. I think I found my niche, guys. You guys have to come on my Instagram and make bread.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I'm thinking really hard about what I want us to do.
Yeah.
Something video game.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, and think of the colors and the flavors. If anything, Spiral is where it's at. But
Okay.
but anyways, I'm terrified of what yours will be, but also very excited because I
I
think
have a lot of ideas.
it'll be awesome.
Yeah. You ever finish a game that was so good you needed to tell someone about it immediately, but had no one to share it with? Well, we are that group of friends that you can immediately go to for sharing all the games you consume. Nope, that consume you, body and soul.
Body.
I wrote that last week.
It was a great one. I liked it. Literally,
But that you consume as well. It's
Yeah.
like a circle.
Yes, I was going to make a Eucharist joke, but I think we should let that go.
yeah.
We'll bring you along on a deep dive into some of our favorite games, sharing why they're special to us. Plus, you can look forward to dev interviews and moments from our playthroughs.
We're starting off today talking about games that take about 3 hours or less. Short, but sweet.
Like us.
Almost like Lina, I was going to say.
Not us, because we're tall.
Short and grumpy.
Why don't you stretch out your legs right now? Let's
We already, you know my legs are longer than
I
yours.
propose we do a standing episode and then...
That sounds awful. I will pass out. My knees will lock and I'll just like faint. My game for short and sweet is Duck Detective, The Secret Salami.
That's a great title.
It is like so silly. Gurdit suggested this game. He edits my videos and also is just like really, really awesome. Thank you, Gurdit. And I was like, oh, you like must really love this game. And he was like, I've never played it before. It just looked cool.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm like, what? And then everyone on my stream was like, I've been wanting to play this. So I was like, I guess we're in for a treat. Let me tell you a little bit about the game. It is about 2 to 2.5 hours to beat. And you're going to really want to take your time because it is a cozy mystery game where you play as a down on his luck detective who also happens to be a duck.
Down on his luck duck.
And he's like addicted to bread. It's pretty funny. Like
Addicted to bread.
Is this spreading propaganda? Because I heard you're not supposed to give ducks bread.
Oh, well, they're playing into like a cartoony stereotype.
I like
Obviously.
it.
But he's like spent all his money on bread and he's like an addict.
my
It's pretty hilarious. Well, using your deductive reasoning.
That was good.
I like that you put it in bold.
It's like, I'm going to hit
Stop,
this. I'm going to hit this
guys.
joke real
Guys,
good.
please
It's going to be so
stop.
good. It's going to be a big laugh.
Let me just. I struggled with.
Excuse me, you what?
She's struggling.
She's struggling.
I hate you guys. I was like, they're gonna be proud of me because I nailed the punctuation, like inflections with this one.
It was good. You did.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
you made fun of me, so now you inspect evidence, interview suspects, and crack the case wide open, all while throwing bread on the fine beak of Lady Justice. It is developed by Happy Broccoli Games. The game is available on PC, Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series XS, and Xbox One, and it only costs $9.99. The best part about this, okay, you're learning about all these really cool characters as you play the game, and it's quite funny. There's a couple different endings too, I should mention.
Multiple endings.
Yeah, because you're a detective, so you kind
Ooh.
of, it's not like crazy, it's not like Life is Strange type thing, but you get to decide, and it tells you like, oh, this percent of gamers chose this or they chose that.
Okay,
I love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's really cool. But in a month, wait, this month actually, the new title, it's a follow-up title, Duck Detective: The Ghost of Glamping will be released on
the Ghost of Glamping. I love that.
it comes out May 22nd, which I'm so
Whoa.
excited. It's same console release, PC, and then all major consoles. But this standalone sequel brings another quirky mystery. But I don't want to like tell you guys too much about it because I don't want to just spoil the Duck Detective game.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I was so charmed by this game. It is so funny. The writing is really clever. They have easy mode and they have hard mode, which was awesome. I started in easy mode and then my chat gave me a hard time, so I switched.
You got bullied into
Because like, they're like,
Rude.
we'll play together. Like, it's okay, you could do it. But it was hard. I was confused at first, but
What
that
does the difficulty like factor
well,
change?
Yeah.
because you have to be a detective. Like, it's not going to be like, go talk to this person. You have to figure out what you have to do. There's a
Oh,
certain
that's cool.
Yeah, you guys would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And if you're
Yeah.
like taking a break maybe from having just finished a longer game, I highly recommend taking a moment to play this one.
Ooh.
It's short, it's sweet, it's full of laughs, and like I said, the follow-up is coming out. Add it to your wish list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
play.
I got to do that.
There's a similar game I played. I think it's called Frog Detective.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you
I
play
played
that?
it too, yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. I remember. I watched the
I
stream.
love that
That
game.
was a great one.
They-
So
there's
like,
there's more of those games, I think.
well, I need to play them all. I need to play
know.
all the different animal detectives.
Oh, there's voice acting in
Oh.
this too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which was
Ooh,
even better
that's
because I didn't
huge.
have to read.
Which Lord knows
That's
you don't
always
know
good.
how. So
I know I don't.
I hate when I have to read a lot in a video game on stream because I
Coffee
always mess
talk?
up eventually. Yeah, a lot of reading.
A lot
Yeah.
of reading. And then
Water
like
Stop has a lot of reading. Optional.
It's tough
I
when
ain't gonna
like you
read.
give different voices to characters,
Mm.
but then there ends up being too many characters. So it's like, okay, well,
I think the
I'm
only
just
one
gonna do 5 British people. It's fine.
I think the only one we did successfully was Night in the Woods.
that was a
Frog.
good time.
yeah.
Chaw.
Chaw, Greg.
I have to play this
You
game.
have to
You
play
have to. It is such a Shelby game.
It is a Shelby game. Oh my gosh, there's a character that reminds me of Greg in the game.
Wait, really?
I swear to God. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta play this
Oh,
immediately.
And we talked about the Polly Pocket game, Tiny Garden.
Yeah.
Last episode, and the Duck Detective is in Tiny Garden. I don't know
What?
if it's the same dev
Wait,
or
what?
what. But
Oh,
yeah, there's
cool.
because you can decorate in Tiny Garden. I started to play it, by the way. I don't know if it's like a stream game, but I cracked out on it. but I digress. It's
Yeah.
People shouldn't see you spiral, but it'll make you spiral in a good way.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's Anyways, what about you, Lean?
My short and sweet game is Thank Goodness You're Here.
Oh yeah,
This was good.
So because you played it,
I
right,
played
Shelby?
this.
Yeah.
I played the demo.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh.
I saw the trailer like forever ago, and I was like,
It was
I
at Summer
gotta-
Game Fest. Too.
Yeah, I gotta play this. Right. It came out in August last year, and I somehow like completely missed the release, so I finally got around to playing it. It's like they say 4 hours, but I completed it in 3 hours. You can like
yeah, I think I was less
definitely-
than 4 too.
Yeah.
she
yeah.
texted us. She's like, "This isn't a short game." She was getting all
Yeah.
I
she
was
was getting
nervous about it.
she was getting all panicked.
I was
and
being
I'm
a
like,
Virgo about it. I was
she-
like, what is the exact definition of short?
I'm like,
How
that's
many minutes specifically?
Yeah, no, but it's 3 hours, so I think it definitely is a short and sweet game.
Mhm.
I have to just warning to all. There are some innuendos in the game. Okay, just I don't know. Maybe don't let the kids play this one. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
say.
There is also
very
one,
British.
Yeah, very British.
Yeah.
Like dirty jokes and one cartoon penis.
One cartoon.
Just
TP.
one, and it's little.
Just
Yeah.
one.
I apparently did it in 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Oh, there
But
we
did you
go.
edit that?
No.
What?
This is my VOD channel. I just dump it. I cut out bathroom breaks, but that's basically it.
Ooh, okay. So you
Oh.
really
So
can.
I might have just speed ran by accident.
Yeah.
Dang.
yeah.
Or you must just be a little smarter.
I'm
Than
kind of a really good gamer.
What?
actually.
Yeah.
That's it. 1v1 me, and thank goodness you're here.
You still gotta play blueprints. We got
I'm
money on the
gonna-
Oh,
line.
yeah, that's right. Okay, wait. Thank goodness
I'm
you're
not
here.
out yet.
Wait, go back.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So, what is this game? It's honestly kind of difficult to describe. Stop.
I like hand motions.
It's an absurd comedic slap former. Okay.
Is that a
you-
term?
I don't know.
I like
it's-
that.
Yeah. You go around and like the only action you can really do is slapping people, and it makes the most like just satisfying sound. So you slap things, you slap people, sometimes you slap butts. It's wild, okay? It's like set in a northern English town called Barnsworth.
Uh-huh.
You play as a tiny balding traveling salesman who's
Balding.
been sent to this peculiar town to meet the Lord Mayor. The receptionist informs you that he's tied up in meetings for hours. So that sets you on a path to like explore the town, and all the townsfolk end up getting you to do a bunch of tasks for them. And they are like really, truly the most random things, like helping someone unstick their arm from a sewer grate or delivering meat to a pie shop. All things that sound very simple and innocent. And and it couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh wow.
But it's really interesting. Like, I guess the game loop of it is there's like different parts of this town that you go to, like different like sections of the map. So you start off in the main square, and then you kind of like talk to people and interact with things. And then you go to another section and you do the same. And then you do this loop until you're back in the main town square. And then you see, how did my actions that I just did affect and change things in this main town square?
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
And then you loop again.
And you keep looping and looping. So like, even if it's just like talking to some random person here, it might like drastically change, and then you see them like showing up somewhere else. There's this one.
So it's kind of like a Groundhog game a little bit? Like Groundhog Day?
I guess, but you're not like, it's not like
It's
a
one
time
day.
loop. It's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You described that well, because it is a confusing game mechanic to
Mhm.
describe, but it's so unique of a way of storytelling.
Yeah. It's
the way
really,
you loop.
it really is.
Fascinating.
And it can be as simple as like, you help this one, he sells smoking fish.
Wait, what?
But
Oh yeah,
they're-
they're fish that are smoking.
But they're actual, but the fish are smoking. So the task is like you're in a giant ice chest, and you have to go and slap the fish so that like they have a cigarette in their mouth. That's how like weird this game is. It is such a weird game.
just to make a little joke.
Yeah, just for honestly puns and everything like that. Like that's huge.
Just for the sillies.
silly. It's so silly. It made me laugh out loud. It also made my face red a few times. But I think it's so worth playing.
Okay.
I also thought it was really good how the perspective changes sometimes, where your character
Yeah.
is super tiny for no reason all of a sudden, and then other times he's regular size.
Yeah.
Just depending on what your activity you're doing, because you get real tiny to slap the fish.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
so silly.
It's so silly. There's rats that take over a grocery shop at some
oh
point.
my gosh, this is such a
It's-
wacky game.
It's so wacky. Really like eccentric, very surreal. It's hand-drawn art. which is cool.
Yeah.
So some quick facts about it. Developed by Cole Supper. It's on Steam, Epic, Mac, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation. It's $20 currently on Steam. Well worth every penny. It's cool. It's inspired by Northern English culture. So like we said, all of the jokes and
It's a little different humor.
slang.
Yeah.
What I will say is, if you hear slang term and you think it sounds fun, maybe don't repeat that out loud.
Oh, you did say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because you don't know what
Oh.
you're going to be saying.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like,
Uh-oh.
oh, this rhymes. How fun.
You just insulted someone's mother.
How about you, Shelby?
Well, I recently played a game called Hoa.
Oh my God. I thought that said HOA and I was like, whoa.
The HOA.
HOA. Wait, HOA simulator.
Oh,
This whole time I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, whatever. No, this is way better.
Okay.
Everyone hates the HOA.
They suck.
It's so funny because I almost played this for my short and sweet.
No way.
I played a
Who would
little
have no
bit of it.
idea?
I haven't finished it though.
Oh, okay. Tell us about it.
I had seen it on a TikTok and it was described as being a very Ghibli-esque game, and I would agree. Hoa is
Yes.
a beautiful puzzle platforming game that features breathtaking hand-painted art, lovely music, and a peaceful, relaxing atmosphere.
I have got to play this immediately.
Experience the magic of nature and imagination as you play the main character. Imagination. Wait.
1, 2, 3.
Imagination. As you play the main character, Hoa, on her journey through breathtaking environments back to where it all began. And you basically wake up floating to the shore on a leaf, and you have no idea what the events prior were. And you unfold that by going around, and with your little tiny forest spirit powers, bring the forest back to life, little by little. Little
It
leaves
is so
grow,
pretty.
the different beings and like spiders and creatures,
my
you wake them
God.
up.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
Literally
Whoa.
Stunning
Amazing.
visuals.
It reminds me, like I said, I played maybe like 30 minutes of it.
Mhm.
And it reminds me a little bit of like Ori.
Yeah, very Ori.
Oh.
There's
Yeah.
a level towards the end that is all black and white, and it gives me very
Ooh.
Limbo vibes. But
Ooh.
basically, you're playing a parallel where there's the top half and it's reflected perfectly on the bottom.
Oh, Chris
and you
is
have
like
to
that
use,
too.
yeah,
Mm.
you're basically jumping over something that's on the reflection and then using something on the top, and then it flips upside down while you're walking, and it's really hard.
Ooh, that's
It's really
Oh my
hard.
gosh.
Oh.
Mind-boggling.
Really, really lovely game. The only thing I'll say is I could have sworn when I saw this TikTok, it was described as being a very peaceful, just sort of like a walk through the forest type game. No enemies. That's a lie. There are enemies.
Oh no.
There are robots that have taken over the forest.
Oh.
And that's basically your main antagonist.
Throughout
Just
the game.
There are little
Wow.
robots, and then you meet, I don't know if I should spoil what happens at
Don't
the end.
spoil, don't
No,
spoil.
don't spoil. I
But
won't play.
yeah, it was a battle between robots and organic beings. And this is the aftermath.
Oh shoot.
How story heavy is it?
Because it's a short game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like reading a children's storybook, I feel like.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
It's lovely. It is $14.99 on Steam.
Nice.
2D platformer available on all platforms: Steam, PS5, Xbox, Switch, Mac, all that. Developers are Scrollcat Studio, and this came out in 2021.
Mm.
Oh, it's a
I
little
just don't know.
oldie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just only heard about it recently.
Well, adding it to my wish list.
I know. Well, how long did it take for you to
Oh,
beat it?
for me, it took 2.8 hours, Steam said.
Ooh.
Oh.
And I do feel like I
Yeah.
moved fairly swiftly. Not
Okay.
on purpose, but just
yeah, because
even with the hard part.
dang, Shelby, you're
Oh, I
turbo.
didn't mean to do that.
Speed runner.
Oops. And I really try to play games and not miss anything either, so I'm not rushing.
Yeah, you're playing at your own pace.
Yeah.
Now moving on to a little guilty pleasure.
Mm.
Or multiple, might I add. This segment is called Guilty Pleasures, where we talk about, you already know,
Yeah, but we game and we don't judge.
game and we don't.
So,
ju-
not so guilty.
We game,
Pleasure.
don't shame.
we
There we
game
go.
and we
Just thought of
don't
that.
shame. That was
There we
great.
go. We're workshopping it. I like that,
We're gonna
Shelby.
pop.
I like that.
Write
Maybe,
that down.
maybe the segment's we game, we don't shame. There we go. Perfect.
We game and we don't shame.
Yeah.
Shelby, do you want to kick this off?
My guilty pleasure game, the game that I play and it does bring me shame.
Oh,
It's called Choices.
Oh my god.
no. She's like
Yes.
obsessed with it.
Yes.
This game had its whole era on my YouTube channel, semi-popular. It is a mobile game and it's free. Unless you want to
Free.
pay. I did pay money.
Yeah.
You kind
Choice.
of have to
It was, a
because
choice. It was my choice.
Okay, wait. Well, let
What-
her explain.
yeah,
but-
let-
yeah.
Choices is a collection of interactive choose your own adventure stories by Pixelberry Studios. So they have different stories like drama, romance, horror, and you get to make all the choices. You get to choose who you romance, you get to choose what you wear and what you look like. Choices has the best library of original
Choose.
visual story games in the world, according to their Google Play app.
Okay,
Description.
that's I mean, they
Okay,
took some
well.
liberties there.
They say they're the best mobile game.
I have played through almost three whole different stories, including several chapters of multiple books.
Ooh.
So, and
Wow.
so I can't even say that I don't read because I usually say that I don't read.
Oh, well, there we go.
Can't.
I am reading.
Yeah.
I've played through high school story, and then I felt like a good transition was into the freshman, which is the college. You have to understand the story. Basically, someone lights the school on fire,
Whoa.
and there's so like the drama is next level.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
so entertaining.
It's so trashy. And there was
Yeah.
an era where these games, like Episode or
Oh,
Choices,
Episodes.
they were
Episodes.
really popular for just a hot second. I think even Lauren, I'm trying to remember who started
Yeah.
it, but you tried to get me to play it.
Yeah.
And I did one, and I was like, I cannot, because I ended up spending money because they're like, you have a date to go on. Do you want to look like trash?
Do you want to wear a
Literally.
trash bag or an elegant gown?
You have to
15
pay
gems.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I don't want to dress like, because I think I chose the trash bag, and then the date
Yeah.
went poorly, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. I have to spend money.
Some of them are like pay to win, but mine were tax write off. So I was paying for every fancy dress, and I made a video.
Oh my god.
Also, the app Episodes is the one that I believe hosted the Demi Lovato game,
Oh.
mobile game, which I also played and loved.
Oh, I want
Cool for the
that.
Summer was the theme song of the mobile app. It was amazing.
What?
I didn't even
Yeah.
know they
I think that was
either.
Episodes that made it.
Oh my
wanna
god.
play
Oh,
that.
that makes sense. Yeah, they did a lot of collabs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, but it's still like a story. Like it's like episodes.
Yep.
Like oh my god.
You make choices. You're like you become on Demi Lovato's tour, like a part of the tour. I don't remember how.
What?
It was. I don't know.
That's
the story's always
incredible.
wild.
That's amazing.
They really are like novellas.
Yeah, literally.
They're so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
The-
And they're very
Suck you in.
they
like
do.
reality TV.
They do.
Yeah.
I played several.
Love
of the
Island has an
choices
app too.
so-
Oh yeah, Netflix. Netflix has a couple. There's a couple. I think there's like a couple of their dating shows. They have games for it that are
Really?
basically like episodes.
I'm a
yeah.
sucker for that.
We have to try that actually.
That would be
That should be one of the Patreon
fun.
games.
Yes.
Yes.
We can even
yeah.
live stream that.
Oh, 1,000%
Yeah.
for the Patreon. Zzz,
Zzz.
The Patreonies.
Patreonias.
Wow, that is a guilty pleasure. That is one that you definitely
Classy. I like it.
Stretching out my leg.
I guess I should talk about mine.
Yeah.
This is a
Please
throwback.
do.
A throwback guilty pleasure. And I need to start it off with saying it came to me as a brand deal. Okay.
Oh,
And it was a PewDiePie hosted competition. It was when I was a part of Disney Digital. And they got 5 of us. And I was like, whoa, if it's like PewDiePie, this is a big gaming competition. And basically, whoever was the richest in Kim Kardashian, I think, or there was something. We were like all on it. I think we were in production like days where we were taking breaks up with the iPad trying to keep the story going,
God.
because you would have to wait for like things to refresh. But anyways, that's what got me in. And then I was like, well, I am getting paid to play this, so I think it's okay if I spend a little bit of money on this game. I spent like $500 on that game.
yeah, actually.
I went in because I was
You
a
wanted to
text-
win, and
I wanted to win.
it's also a very it gets you because I got into the game too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely
'Cause I-
addicted. Because you were helping me
Yeah,
play. Because
yeah.
every time things would. Let me tell you about the game first, okay?
We haven't
And I'm
even
going to break
described it.
everyone's heart for a second as I.
Oh,
Yeah, because when you
no.
guys heard me gasp earlier, this is what it was. Okay, so the Kim Kardashian Hollywood mobile game was released June 2014 by Glue Mobile. It was a free-to-play casual role-playing game where players worked their way up from E-list to A-list, gaining fame through modeling, acting, club appearances, and dating. It was like something straight out of like the Kardashian show. It was really
Yeah.
funny, and Kim would come in and like pump you up, and then Khloe would make an appearance, then Kendall. Like it was actually
Yeah.
it was good. The storylines were really
Yeah.
funny.
And they had actually some really good outfits.
They really
Yeah.
did, yeah. And then you could like pimp out your apartment, and like
Oh, yeah.
you really had to start from the low of low. It got so addicting.
And they're
God,
mean to you kind of when you're at the bottom.
they are so
but it
mean.
gives you the drive to
They're
get to the top.
They're even meaner at the top.
Oh.
The game was a massive success, generating over $200 million in annual revenue shortly after its launch. However, after nearly a decade, it was discontinued
What?
on April 7th, 2024.
Oh man.
So players who still had the app could use its features until April 8th, 2024, but it
Oh,
has
it's
been
dead.
complete. It's dead.
No.
Oh, wow.
Man,
All of the
It lasted.
time
All
and
of the
money
time.
we spent on that.
But here's the thing, to wrap up this guilty pleasure, about 2 weeks before the competition ended, I think we were just so spent and doing so much during that time, I fell off. And I went from like being in first to, I think, either I finished in second or
Oh, yeah.
third. And there was such a, I know,
Wow.
and I was like, I could have won, dang it. If I had just kept it up, because I was crushing.
You should have gotten a prize for
Yeah.
top 3. I think. PewDiePie.
I think that the video is still up on my channel if you go
Wow.
and check it out. But it was, God, that was a guilty pleasure. I'm so sad because talking about it, I'm like, I'm going to download that tonight.
I
Right,
know,
because it was so fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this competition, but I played it and I definitely dropped at least $200 just for fun.
It's so easy to. It was a good game. It was a good
Gotta
game.
give it to them. Yeah, they made a
Yeah,
good game.
they gotta say it. Dang, bring it back, you cowards!
Yeah, let me give you $200 again.
Sell it to Apple.
Take my money.
What is it? Apple Games. Sell it to them.
Just revamp it. The show is always airing new seasons.
It's so true.
Yes, and give it to
Update
Apple
it.
Arcade and let us play for free.
Give it to
Please.
us.
Give it to us, please.
We want it.
Lina, the reason why this guilty pleasure segment came up, can I just lead into yours?
Yeah.
Is Cozy Tea Games recently was promoting a mobile game, and Lina is always playing mobile. Like
Always.
her guilty pleasures run thick. Like if there's a game that you saw an app for, she's played it. But I like downloaded it and started talking to her about it, and then we just went down a rabbit hole. I ended up downloading a bunch of the games. Lina, you have so many.
Yeah.
So
you
many.
wrote quite a bit here,
Yeah, because
which I'm proud of you for.
no, this is her thing. You have no idea.
100%. See, because my thing is like, I always have to be multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like having app games where I don't have to put too much like brain power into them and I'm just like tapping away.
It's like brain massage games because she
Yeah.
literally will be doing other things, but she has her little
Literally.
app open and she's
working or
Yeah.
doing something or like I will be playing like a game and then also have my app game open. So
Yeah,
like
1,000%.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
love the double gaming. I
Yeah.
do that too.
So my little like section I put falling for ads because
Mhm.
this is something I do all the time. You see like an ad for an app game and you're like, who would ever fall for that? Me.
Or like,
Me.
is it the kind that you see those ads and they're playing it bad, so you have to download it and be like,
Yes,
I'm
that
gonna do
kills
it.
That,
me.
that one where they're doing the shooting and like the waves are coming.
Last War?
Yep.
Last War.
Okay,
Ooh.
let me hold on.
Hang on.
This all started with Merge Mansion.
Yes,
which I
yes.
talked about on this podcast.
Kathy
way
Bates
before.
got you.
Kathy Bates. Those ads are,
Are you
so
still
good.
playing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing it for years now,
Dude.
okay? The Merge Mansion ads, they are so mysterious because it's like this granny. Basically, you're this girl who like has inherited a mansion from their grandma. The grandma is hiding stuff. She's gone to prison at this point. Pretty sure she murdered a man.
And you still
He
haven't
probably
figured
deserved
out
it.
anything, right?
I've not figured out anything. It's just like more characters keep, and then it's like, oh, the grandma's hiding something, and then it's like, well you never discover what. You just
Yeah.
keep going,
Oh
okay?
my
But then
God.
they had these like live action commercials for it, where Kathy Bates played the grandma, and I'm like, okay, if Kathy Bates thinks this app is good, then I'm downloading this app, okay?
Who wouldn't trust Kathy Bates?
Exactly, yeah.
And it actually is like really fun. It's a perfect like I go in each day, I go through all my energy, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Then I started getting ads for some other games. So with these ads, it's like sometimes, well, a lot of times it's trash. The apps are trash,
Yeah.
but sometimes you do find gems, and that's where I get locked into this cycle. You talked about Last War. Last War is one that I get ads for all the time,
Mm.
and they always are like losing, and I'm like, I
Mhm.
can do this better.
It's such a smart strategy.
Yes,
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they were too dumb to do this. I'm smart though. So you're like a little soldier shooting back and forth. You shoot walls or boxes to get more people on into your army or like upgrade your weapons. And then from that game, I also got into this whiteout survival.
Is
The
that
ad was different from what the
Oh.
actual game is, which is
I hate that.
usually how it goes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Where in the ad it shows it's like you're fighting hordes of zombies, getting coins to build up a base.
Wait, is that the one that we were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual gameplay is much slower. You're more like, it's like base building, more like Farmville kind of.
Oh, I loved Farmville.
Which is, that's the thing.
No, I
it's like
love
still fun.
Frontierville. That's what.
Frontierville was
yeah,
fun.
I
yeah.
love that one.
I don't even
But
know
that's
that
why
one.
it's like, I'll download this app and it's different from the ad, but it's still fun.
Dude, that's a
so
bummer.
I keep it. There's this other game called Screwdom.
The way that you just laugh.
And it's literally like there will be like maybe like a house or like stacks of boxes, and at each like corner there's a screw that's connected and it's a different color. And like at the top you'll have these like sections for where the colors go, and the goal is to like unlock everything.
Ooh.
And that's a really fun one. There's also like a parking one.
You love
I
this
love
one.
the parking
It's
one.
so silly. She's just sitting there because I love mini motorways.
Yeah.
I love the crap out of that game.
Is that like the little car you have to get out? You move other cars around?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And there's like passengers that are different colors that correspond to the color of the cars. And so you have to put them in the parking spots for the passengers to get in and then they drive
Oh.
off. But the thing is, that's like strategy, which I
Yeah.
really like. It's like puzzle. So it's like, it's just all of these, like, it was.
thriving right now.
These are all ad games that, like, I got
They
ads
got
for
her.
these. And
She got
I got.
I can't believe I've never met someone that downloaded so many of those.
No,
ads.
She
that's
does,
me. I
yeah.
download them all. And here's where kind of the guilt comes in. Those ads you're talking about, especially for like the screw one and the car one and a few of the puzzle ones, I will pay for the no ad version.
Oh.
And it's so worth it. It is so worth it to me personally.
Yeah.
I'm like $5, okay, $10, okay, because then that's forever without ads.
No,
Yeah.
I would easily. That one game that we were playing, I wish I could remember what it was. I have to look this up.
I get the ads for those ones that are like different colored sand in different glasses that you have to pour out
I've
and get
also
'em.
downloaded that one.
I'm sorry, what?
Those seem. I've saved a few because I want to download a
Yeah.
couple of them.
Yeah, that one was fun. I just got
Yeah.
stuck. I got hard locked, and then I downloaded a different app game, and so yeah.
I
you
get
know.
got by some of them sometimes because they do.
Yeah.
There was like a witch potion one, although it's never as good as it looks in the ad.
Oh.
Adorable Garden.
Oh yes,
That's the game.
I
That's
download that
cute.
too.
I would pay for the ad-free
very
version of
cute.
it. I like
Mm.
loved that
Yeah.
game. You can like
Yeah.
there's like plants and you upgrade them. It
Whoa.
was so freaking cute. The ad got me. I mean, anything Susie talks about, I like just highly trust
Yeah.
her. She's such a good source for if you're looking for cozy games. She's like, I feel like you and her would be really great friends with just talking about your ad games.
yeah,
We need her for guilty pleasure. She's like, she'd
Oh, I
probably be like, I
know.
got a list.
100%.
Have you ever played Freesta's Cat Cafe?
Baristas?
What?
I'm in it.
You're
Maybe
in the
like
game?
8 years ago, I got asked to be in one of these
Are
kind
you
of
a
movies.
cat?
And so Star is in it, and I'm in it as a customer, and it's me with like my dark hair, a yellow hoodie, and a beanie from back
Dude,
when
we have
that's
to
how
play
I
this
dressed.
immediately.
I want to
Yelly.
play this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still on the App Store. How long ago?
Oh, hey, look it.
Hey, that's little you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, look, it's me.
Look it.
Whoa! Oh my gosh,
Video
Star
come
looks
out.
thick
That's
in that one.
wild.
2018 is when I did it.
want to play this.
I
It's an
have to
app game.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
You basically, I forget how you get upgrades, but you can buy new furniture for your cafe. You get things for the cats. You get new cats, more customers.
I've definitely played games like this.
yeah. There's
so
like
I already know. I'm
Nico
gonna-
something.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
mhm.
Neko. Yeah.
Neko.
100%.
Yeah, I genuinely liked it too.
Yeah. So
They
yeah,
don't pay me anymore.
the ads always get me. And there's like the innocent version of that where like, you know, I'll download a game and it's not exactly like the ad, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
But then there's another side to this. Okay.
We need like a whole article from you of all of the ones you've ever downloaded. I want
Yes.
reviews.
an actual like the actual reviews.
How long
Yeah.
it stayed on your phone for before you
Yeah.
deleted
Do you
it?
just, like,
They
sheet
also
for
like
that?
pay for reviews. Like a lot of the reviews you see are fake. So you got to be careful. You got to dig very deep.
I want the
into-
Lina approval.
Yeah.
Or a
she-
Lina rating.
Yeah.
I mean, like this is crazy too because she brought this up before we started filming, and I was like, I wondered about this.
Mhm, yeah.
So-
So I wanted to bring this up
Mhm.
because I keep getting an ad for this specific type of game.
They're like really messed up ads too.
They're really
Like,
yeah. I mean, they're basically solitaire cash games. And the ad is that, oh, you can just play solitaire and you'll win money, and they'll deposit it directly in your PayPal
today.
And it's like, oh, these people are winning like $20, $50, all this stuff. And I got ads for like several different games.
They're pushing
that are
it
the same.
hard,
They're
yeah.
pushing it so hard.
Mm.
And I was like really curious. I was like, this has to be a scam, right? So of course I go into the reviews, and like the first chunk of reviews are all positive, like, oh yeah, I got like $5 today. It was great, you know? But then you go further down and you see that actually games like that, they require you to pay a like deposit fee basically
Crazy.
to like open the account with them. There's a bunch of like negative reviews about, oh, I never even saw the money, or I got charged instead of being given the money. A lot of times, like all of this currency that you're seeing these people win in the ads, they're actually in-game currency, and you have to pay extra to like transfer that to real money.
No way. Because the way they
Yeah.
advertise it, they're like, it goes right into your PayPal. Like,
Right.
no
It's simple,
tricks,
easy.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So like just be extra cautious. If the game sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
It's so
Yeah.
it's so crappy because like financially things are hard for everyone
Yeah.
right now, and like something like that would be like, oh well, why wouldn't I? My mom always fell for the Facebook scam ads, and I always felt so bad for
yeah,
her. I'm
yeah.
like, man, because she was just like, oh, so it's extra $100. Why wouldn't I do
Right.
that if I just fill
Yeah.
out this survey or just play this game? And it's like those people like scum of the earth.
Yeah.
It's very scummy.
Yep.
Disgusting. Also, their ads were very questionable. There's like a pregnant girl trying to get a donut, but she was all
Oh my
dirty.
gosh, yes, I saw
And she's
that.
like, I can't afford it. And they're like, well, just download this solitaire and you'll be able to afford it.
Mm.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It creeped me out. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
heck? Well, that wraps up our guilty pleasures. And for this final segment of our podcast, we're jumping into a new one. It's just filthy casual. No
Filthy
scripts.
casual.
Nothing. Literally, we have nothing that we're looking at. Why did you write something? It was supposed to be
Because
empty.
I saw that Lina wrote something.
I wrote one word.
So then
guys,
she wrote
We're
a
not
game.
supposed
So
to
I
write anything.
We're just kind of, we didn't write anything. We're just going to
We
talk about what we've been
literally-
playing.
Just so I remember the game that I'm going to talk about.
I'm the only one that's actually being filthy casual
We're-
here.
Yeah.
You too late. You wrote it already.
I'll
Don't touch my stuff.
have to sign back in to read the rest after.
Yeah, we'll have to open it back up. Okay. Ladies, wow. This is how you guys wanted to do the very first episode of the podcast, remember?
Yeah, no segments, just talking.
They did
No
not want
plan.
any script, and I was like, we need a script. We need a script. And then after they were like, wow, we're so glad we got a script. That was great. But now look at here I am.
Here we
filthy
are.
casual.
I'm glad we're doing this today, though, because I just wanted to, at all costs, talk about what I've been playing lately. And we've been all playing a
Yeah.
lot of things lately.
We're deep
Because
in
there's
it.
so many games out right now.
Really
I
good
know.
games.
And there's going to be a bunch of games announced next month, too, with all of the directs and everything happening.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I desperately need to catch up on all of these things
know.
before
I
then.
I know.
Oh my
We've
gosh.
already all fallen behind very
Yeah.
quickly.
Honestly, I recently finished South of Midnight. Shelby.
I need to play that one.
Shelby.
That's my next one.
Well, you've played the games that I need to play. We're
Yeah,
like literally
we're swapped.
switching.
Yeah.
We're you too. Yeah,
Me too, yeah.
We're swapped. South of Midnight. You suck because you did not tell me that is like a horror game a little bit. You did not.
I'm Southern Gothic,
No.
folklore.
Yeah, I will say it looked a lot scarier than I imagined.
It looked like Resident Evil
Okay.
status. Like
What?
there is like guts
yeah,
and
like Bloodborne
yeah,
type enemies.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's really disgusting.
And then that got me scared that it'd be really hard.
Well, there's
Well-
I played it on the easiest mode where you can skip battles, and I
Yeah.
loved doing
Oh, no
that.
battles at all?
The stories are so good, Shelby. It is
Yeah.
like right up your alley. I couldn't believe some of them. And I was like, dang, dude, they like went in with the writing.
Am I gonna
Yeah.
cry? I'm gonna cry.
You might. It's
Almost
very
certainly.
it's very moving. I didn't cry, but it like touched me a few
It
times. I was
definitely
like,
makes you
dang.
feel feelings, that's for sure.
Makes you feel a lot of things. The game is just beautiful, and the best part about it, obviously, is the music. Like you said,
It's my favorite.
Ooh.
everyone that would jump into the stream was like, "Holy crap, the music on this game is insane." But I did have a problem at the very beginning. I was like, I don't like how ugly like these bad guys are. It feels so disorienting. I'm playing this beautiful game, and then these things are so
Oh.
like graphic and disgusting.
Mm.
And then I finished the game, and I was like, interesting. I take back my opinions that I said in the very beginning, because I understand everything just like so much more now. It's like everything was intentional in the game.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is one of those like get to like hour 2, you know? Like you gotta like give it a chance.
I will say
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
have the roughest start. I was like, oh dude, this game is really like pushing the story. It's like forcing it on you very, very quickly.
Hmm.
But I don't, it's so crazy because that first hour feels very clunky, and the rest of the game feels so smooth and so perfect. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe if it was like kind of like that breakneck storytelling where they're just trying to get people hooked in and throw them into the world, which is completely fine. But it almost lost me, I will say. But
Okay.
It definitely like drops you in very abruptly. And like I wish
I
that
didn't
I
have
spent more time with those characters.
I
at the
didn't have enough
beginning.
time to care for any of the characters. That was my problem.
Oh.
So
But then it like personally
Like this.
it like it gets its legs and it like boom.
Takes
Boom.
off running.
it really does. She's a
She
track
does.
star.
She's a track
Yeah,
star.
Yeah. So
Literally.
the game mechanics, you feel like you're playing the Spider-Man game. Like it's really cool. They're
I've
so
seen
fun.
like she can do like a little glider move.
Yeah.
and it looks super cool. I'm very excited to
It's
play.
really cool. What
So
have
you finished it?
I did. I finished it on stream last week. Really, really good. God, that was
How long?
around 9 hours.
Okay, and that's with no battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
there's a specific accessibility setting where you can have the option to skip battles. So
I
you turn that
love
on,
that.
you can still choose to fight,
Mhm.
and
Well, I
you
didn't
still fought the
s-
bosses.
Yeah, don't skip the bosses for sure. That's really, really fun. But yeah, the like little devil demon creatures.
they're like in between, like arena kind of fights.
Oh.
yeah.
yeah.
If you just want the story, because sometimes I'm more captivated by, I want to be playing through a movie, essentially. I love that.
Oh, 1,000%. That's what you can do.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you guys at in your game list?
Well, I feel like that's actually a perfect segue because that's exactly how I described the game that I just started playing, The Midnight Walk.
Oh,
I literally feel like I'm playing through a movie like Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline. My jaw has dropped. It is scary.
It's scary.
I thought it was going to be way more scary. I've only played a couple of hours and I think it's supposed to be about 8. The
Okay.
creatures are quite
Yeah.
eerie and creepy. And there's a lot of hiding from monsters, and I know it's gonna get worse.
no, I'm so scared.
But I'm so captivated by the visuals because it is hand sculpted clay stop motion, which is just so
like South of Midnight.
mind blowing.
Trendy
yeah.
right now.
I love that. I love that style so
I love
much.
that you can see the fingerprints in the clay models, and you like it's so the frames are it's beautiful.
Mhm. And it just came out, right?
Literally 3 days ago.
You dropped this in our podcast
Yep,
chat.
I did.
And I was like, oh, great, another devil game.
Yeah.
And then I saw Tiff stream it, like she posted that she was going to be playing it. And that same day, you're like, guys, we have to play this. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
I immediately I saw Tiff play it in a TikTok, and I was like, I didn't click the link because when Megan called it a devil game, I was like, I'll pass.
This is what happens to me every single time. I'm like, hey guys, this game looks cool.
No, you
I just
didn't.
had so many other
This
things
game was
going
so
on.
You dropped a link and it literally looks
I
like a
was like,
devil
this
game.
It looks
so
demonic.
good.
Yeah.
But then I saw
said
the
it reminds me of
gameplay.
Little Nightmares, and
And it really does.
That's
Like first person Little Nightmares.
Dude, that's like, say less. I love Little Nightmares.
It's like that level of scary where it's not, I don't think it's so much jump scare so far.
It's eerie. It's creepy.
Very eerie, very creepy.
I feel like I've blown out my voice though playing Little Nightmares. So
Yeah. For
You probably will
it's
scream.
a scary game. So.
how long to beat? Do you
Google
know?
said 8 hours. I'm only 2
Oh.
in.
Wow,
Ooh,
that's a
okay.
juicy game.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
start it this
super-
week.
I'm gonna start it this week too.
Yeah.
This was tough because before we started, I was like, oh, but I have to play Lost Records and Wanderstop. That
Me
was on
too.
my list for this week.
Yeah.
But Shelby's like, no, play this one immediately.
Mhm.
It's very also story driven where there's a narrator describing to you what
Ooh,
you're
I
walking
like
through,
that.
basically.
Oh,
And then you just have to do whatever is the game mechanic for the next monster, which I think some are hiding. I think some are going to be shooting.
shooting.
I have a gun currently that shoots matches, but I haven't needed to use it as a weapon yet. So, but I don't know yet. It's so cool though. Nothing has felt hard. It hasn't been hard.
Oh, great. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
but you're
not
a
going to be able to
pro
do
play-
this.
you're a
This
pro
is true. I'm a
gamer.
little bit like
I failed
cracked.
the tutorial, so like I'm screwed. It's fine.
But you did Little Nightmares, and I think that got kind of hard.
It did get hard, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So
I'm
you can
okay
do
with
it.
platformers.
You're
like
good at
that's
platformers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
platformers is like in my DNA.
This is
Yeah.
not a platformer.
Well, you're screwed.
I'm screwed. It's fine.
Yeah, it's really cool though.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. It reminded me, if I may go on just for a moment more.
If I may, if I may be filthy casual for a moment.
Just a little bit
Yeah.
filthy. Anytime I have ever brought up this game, no one that I have brought it up to has ever known about it.
Yeah.
It is called The Neverhood. It was a disc game made in the 90s
Mm-mm.
for computers.
You weren't even born then.
Yeah. How do you know about
How
it?
do you know about this? Have you been lying to us?
I think it actually did come out before I was born.
Are you
And
a
then my
ghost?
dad had the disc.
Oh wow.
I am a vampire.
Can you guys see who's next to me this
I've
whole time?
never aged.
I can't. We're getting into cracky hours now.
Well, it reminded me of that because that game was handmade clay, stop motion, but it's a platformer clicker, like point and click.
Oh.
Also incredibly eerie and kind of disturbing visuals.
I have to
But
check
you're
this
just
out.
more curious. Yeah,
Wow.
it's super cool. And made by the man that made Earthworm Jim,
That's so cool.
which I have never played, but these guys gasped gasped
That's
when I
so
said
good.
that.
I watched the cartoon a bunch.
Yeah,
There's a cartoon?
Yeah,
Dude,
there's a cartoon.
Earthworm Jim. Yeah, the
Yep.
game is actually really freaking hard. It's a part
Yeah,
of
it's
Nintendo
really-
Switch
yeah.
Online. You can.
It's a
Oh.
hard game.
It is freaking hard. I loaded it up because I'm like, yeah, I played through that game. It's like Lion King level hard.
Yeah.
And they don't tell you what to do, and like what's it called? Like in Ori, it's a platformer, but like the
Yeah,
map.
side scroll.
But you can see the whole map. There's a name for it. I can't think of it right now.
Is it the one that Crypt Custodian is? Megalovania?
Mega
Metroidvania?
Metroidvania. Yeah, it's like
Is that
that.
Oh.
Basically, yeah, you can see the whole map and have to navigate your way through it. But that's how Earthworm Jim is, and it's so good. It's such a like foundational game that so many other games were like
Mm.
based off or
Yeah.
inspired
Wow.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earthworm Jim is a deep
I think that
cut.
came out after Neverhood.
I loved the cartoon.
The cartoon
need
was
to
so
play.
good.
I love we gotta watch an episode of the cartoon and react. You know what's funny? I was talking to my cousin and she said that she was playing through Pokemon Red recently.
Ooh.
And she was like, dude, games are so hard. When I beat this as
Yeah.
a kid, like I realized I never had like a walkthrough or anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, did you go through Mount Moon without Flash? And she's like, yes, I didn't. And she's
Wow.
like, I kept running into Diglets. I didn't know where I was going, but somehow I made it out the other
Yeah.
side. And I was
Yeah.
like, dang, that must be a family thing. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Games were hard.
They
Those
were
were
hard
hard.
back
They
then.
were. Yeah.
And kind of unforgiving, some of them, the levels. I remember playing a Rugrats game that was like brutal on my DS.
Oh,
101 Dalmatians. I played that one.
dude, that
that
was
was
hard.
Puppies to the rescue.
The Cruella one, where the boss battle at the end of that one, I like
Difficult.
bit my controller. I was so
I didn't
mad.
have a memory card when I rented that from Blockbuster.
I miss when we could do
So I
that.
had to just keep replaying the same levels over and over again. It was such a fun game, but I never beat it because
Do we
I
still
would
have
only
game
have a weekend of
rentals?
it.
Is there a place you can do that?
In this economy, they need to bring it back because
I've been saying that.
I can't spend
Netflix,
$1,000.
$5 a month. Mail me the DVD. I would like to go back to that.
Ooh.
Right?
Mail me the
Yeah,
game. I'll
yeah.
take the game.
I watched
like
Degrassi
that.
that way.
Amazing
the
show.
list.
I
On the
love
list.
Degrassi.
I never
Degrassi's so good.
returned my DVDs, and I got charged for it.
Ooh.
I lost them, and then I found them when I was moving, and I was like,
You
dang it.
heathen.
Well,
I
you paid
know.
for them.
I did
Yeah,
pay
they're
for them. I
yours
did pay for
now.
them. Yeah. Well, Lina, what have you been playing? You little sicko.
Speaking of horror, okay. It's actually a game that we've all been playing.
Yeah.
R.E.P.O.
So
it is my
fun.
obsession right now. I freaking love that game. It is so good. It's co-op up to 6 players, regular, unmodded, but you can
Which is
mod
like the
it for
most.
more.
Well, I didn't know it was up to 6 players.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a mod.
Without a mod. But you can mod it so like more people are on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
Yeah.
only heard half of what you said because I was like, oh, we invited Susie and Angelica. Now we have too many people.
Oh,
no,
no.
we're good.
no,
we're good.
Okay.
No.
The
We,
modding
we
scene
play
is on top
modded.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot like it's like Lethal Company, you know, you go through it like extraction looter basically.
Is that the type of game now?
Yeah,
Is
like-
it a new genre, I guess?
Whoa, yeah, right? A
Extraction
little bit.
looter is a
Gather loot.
game. It's a genre that's been around.
Oh,
But
okay.
this specific type of game is definitely like, I think it's its own thing. You know, like yes, you
like
go
a branching
in,
off.
you loot a bunch, and you extract. But like, I don't know. There's like a specific science to it that's like it makes it unique. You know?
If you haven't seen our live streams, we've been playing like every
Yeah.
other week or weekly
Yeah.
with Tiff and Lauren, and it's so
Our group is so fun.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I also feel like we're really efficient. I love playing with a
Yes.
group of girls because I've played with boys and it's different.
Well, we
Oh.
have started to lock in. With the highest we've gotten together is level 7.
Which
Lauren-
is great.
I know Lauren
Yeah.
wasn't with us, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are better without me." And I was like, "No,
No, it helps
We
to have
just
more
like
people.
Lina
Yeah.
just locked in. What's the furthest, the highest level you guys have gotten to on your?
I think 8. So like I'm impressed with us.
Whoa,
We got really good.
What about you?
Level 17.
Mic drop. Just you should drop yours. Boom.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
What
What
is
does
that?
it look like?
I have a group of like we're all
Sweaty.
sweaty but also a little cracky. So it somehow works.
Okay.
We have like a strategy where we
Oh.
give one person all of the strength upgrades so that they become our like strong where they
Buff.
strong person where they do all like the big objects, but they
Heavy
also are the
lifting.
ones who are able to then pick up enemies and like
Oh.
throw them into gaps or stuff like
Yeah.
that. And another thing that has been real key, once you get into the higher levels, there's like several extraction points that you turn in your objects, right?
How many?
How many?
Yeah, when you're
We're
at
at
level
4 still. We're still at 4.
Oh, okay.
thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I'm
It
like, I
don't-
don't know.
yeah,
I
no.
don't-
7.
Because with each like level, it gets harder and harder where more enemies spawn. The maps themselves will have more gaps in them, more like drops.
Mhm.
The walkways are like real spindly and thin.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sketchy.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could. I fell into the lava that one
Yeah.
time. Like,
And with the extraction points, you have like 4, right? So the first one, you're done with that. What we do is we save the next extraction point that's closest to the van for last.
Genius.
And then we go to the farther ones, and then that way we do that close one last, because as soon as you're done with the last extraction, all the enemies respawn and it just becomes hell to try and make it back to the ship or whatever.
dude, you
Yeah.
guys do have a
We
strat.
do.
Yeah,
So
wow.
we keep that, turn everything in, and then it's a higher chance of everyone surviving.
What are you gonna do now that they fixed the glitch for health?
Well, so I've been playing the beta a
I'm
lot
not gonna be
actually
able to
already
play at all.
without that glitch.
Oh.
They've
Oh, okay.
done. I think they've done a really good job at balancing things
Yeah.
without that glitch, because we relied on that glitch quite a lot. But now we
Every
have to
time.
make sure. Yeah, now we have to budget for actually
We
buying
have to buy
health.
health. Try not to take damage.
Yeah.
Dumb damage.
Yeah.
But that's fun though.
Yeah, so we've just been basically having to buy all of the health packs, and then
Oh, really?
we'll go through and like we'll share health to make sure
Yeah.
everyone is at least above.
Oh,
one
that's
hit kill.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
The little hits. Oh, well, you guys really do carry us. Like, whenever we all play as a group, you're like, do this, do that, which is really helpful.
I was so proud we did play around where coincidentally me and Lina were the 2 that died.
Yeah,
And so
at
these
the
guys all,
beginning.
and it was like the first time we played, the
Yeah.
first night.
Wasn't it myself and Tiff? Like, we were like,
I think even Lauren was dead. It was just the 2 of
Yeah.
you, and you pulled it off.
we were like, where
was so
are
good.
they? Where's our friends?
What do we do?
What do we do? And it just
How
Tiff,
much is that?
Tiff and I are like, we kind of play very similar. Like,
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you really
were.
do. Oh my
You were
god.
very delicately taking everything out of the cart and placing our heads, and me and Lena were like, "Why are they doing that?" But it worked.
I
It
don't
worked.
know
Yeah.
what
You
I
were
was
just
doing.
organizing.
Well, you yelled at me because I always like break everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We got to get better at not breaking things for the higher
I saw that
levels.
TikTok you posted.
Yeah, yeah,
I like break everything. It's really hard, so that's why I was being delicate. I was like, "Oh, gentle."
yeah.
Gentle.
Another really fun game that we just started playing because it just came out
Mhm.
is Among Us 3D,
Yeah,
which I
that's
haven't
fun.
played in
That's
so long.
In years, it feels like I haven't played Among
Yeah.
Us.
Tip was so scared to play because she gets nervous, you know.
It's hard
Incep-
lying to people.
Inception. The imposter type games. What are they called? There's a name for that.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not Inception. The type of game where that you have to be the traitor
Yeah,
is
like
so
a
stressful.
like a werewolf type game,
Mafia,
basically.
Yeah.
Mafia,
Town
yeah.
of Salem.
Deception. That's the word I'm looking for.
Deception.
Deception games where someone is lying. So stressful.
Yes.
Dude, but when we played, it was a little bit broken because you and I kept being the
Yeah, what the heck?
imposters.
Like 50% of the time it was me or Megan.
Yeah.
I was just glad it wasn't me, except for that one time, and I won in
Lena
10
got
seconds.
it one time and she set off an emergency and we didn't fix it in time.
Yep.
And she won.
she went
Yep, it was
MLG
great.
about
You
it.
didn't even
Like,
have to
there
kill
was
anyone.
chaos.
I literally just pressed one button. I didn't know you were not gonna.
It
It was a big map.
When Shelby was
Yeah.
the imposter, it was either the first time or I don't remember when, but like you basically, I'm like, am I killing everyone? Like you gaslit me into believing I did by not
So
by saying
good.
anything. You,
I gotta
'cause
send you that clip.
she
because-
kept killing people right next to me, and people
You
were like,
killed
"It's
me that
Megan,
way.
it's
Yeah.
Megan."
We were standing. So I was accusing Megan, literally, because I just go off. I start accusing everyone
They were in a
left
fight.
and right. We were fighting in electrical or something like that, right?
We were near electrical and I
Yeah.
turned off the lights.
and
turn off-
everyone came in, and it looked like
And I'm like, I get close to Megan, and Shelby comes up and goes, "Wah!" stabs me in the back.
And I
so
ran
it
away.
looks like Megan killed me.
1,000%.
It was incredible. It was evil genius.
And then like we reported the body, and I'm like, guys, I know this looks like I just killed
An
her.
old version of myself came to life because I used to play a whole lot of Among Us and I got pretty good at it. The only reason I'm good at lying in this game, if you could see my face, it was so hard. I was covering my mouth with my hand because I couldn't take it.
Damn it. I like you got me good a couple of times. And then you
Yeah.
changed up your imposter like play style.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, this can't be Shelby. This is a new person. And I was just like, dang, she's like Minecraft
She's so good.
championshiping it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really fun. I'm looking forward to playing some more.
Yes, it's really fun
Um,
doing the first person like little tasks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
a lot of fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's like swag and like stuff that you can
Ooh,
wear.
yeah.
Like I have a little fanny pack
We've
with a
already
donut.
spent actual money on the
Spent
game.
$10 on the game. Yeah,
She got
yeah.
Drip.
Oh yeah.
I have little rings that say cool beans. And
Mhm.
you could do like thumbs up and point at people. And then we ended our first stream all doing high fives. This is very wholesome.
Yeah, it was great.
That was really great.
It was fun.
Oh man. Well, we have some exciting news today. We're ending the episode on a very high note. This is something that has been in the works for a while, and we got to put our laptops back up.
Yeah,
because
we got to
we-
get back
God.
on script.
we got to get back on
I
script.
have one line.
This is important.
and I-
Filthy casual is over, ladies. Get back to business.
Yeah.
You
We're
ready?
professionals now.
We are
Yes, I'm ready.
professionals. Episode
Yeah.
11. Let's go.
Yeah, double digits.
Double digits. Well, starting today, you can get extended cuts of all of our episodes, Let's Plays, BTS content, vote on games that we have got to play, and tune into live streams from the GGFY girlies. That's us.
That's us.
All over on our Patreon.
Patreon! Patreon.com/gotagameforyou is live now and packed with tons of content already waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to support the podcast and help it keep going. Oh, it's not. It's the same thing. I moved the words around. Help keep it going.
What? The way you said that sentence, it sounded like you were gonna keep going.
Keep going. Help me keep going.
She needs
Because
help,
I
guys.
want to
She's
quit
like,
now.
We have so much in store this upcoming
Yeah.
year, and can't wait to keep you all involved.
And this is something we've been working on since the very beginning of the podcast. And yeah, lots of like really, really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in to Got a Game for You. Be sure to follow us on socials at Got a Game for You and Got a Game for You Pod on Instagram.
And thank you for all the comments, likes, and reviews. It really helps us out.
And let us know if you've got a game for us.
Bye. Bye. Oh, I did a wave instead of a peace sign.
Oh, I did like this.
Oh, that's a little weird.
Oh.
She did. Bye.
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 Scary.
Mm,
Ew, don't do that.
that's how she did it.
That's
Ew,
not how I did it. Like this.